Okay, if you see my background, then you know who I represent. You know who my team is. So I think it's without question who I'm going to praise is right now. I talked about this guy 2 years ago. I knew exactly how good he could be. All I said was give him the opportunity to run. And this was before we traded for Christian McCaffrey 2 years ago. He was a rookie, just like Brock Purdy was 2 years ago. And I said, we have a running back that's back there. He just needs to be given the opportunity. Well, this year, with Christian McCaffrey being out, he was first considered questionable with the calf and Achilles injury. Now it's considered a Achilles tendonitis. Who knows when he's going to be able to play because he will not be playing week 2. Jordan Mason will be starting again. And this is why Jordan Mason is here. Because he showed out on Monday night where everyone could see it. It was the second most watched Monday night game in the last 19 Monday night games. Second highest watched game since then. And he dominated. He absolutely dominated in that game. He had 94 yards rushing before contact. So he was gashing through lanes. And this offensive line, which came into question this year because we didn't draft the offensive lineman in the first round where we thought we should have. Instead, we drafted Ricky Pearsall, and I continue to pray that he gets better because he had a devastating situation where he was shot when someone tried to take a Rolex from him. So I'm glad that he's doing healthy. He was actually on the sideline yesterday. Well, not yesterday, but Monday night, and they praised the officers, the first responders that helped him to make sure that he was okay. But Jordan Mason was just, it was bully ball Monday night. Jordan Mason had the game of his life. Very first game he was able to start, and he balled out. 28 carries for 147 yards and a touchdown. 94 yards before contact. He was running like he didn't care who was in front of him. He was going to make sure they felt him that night. And this is with Trent Williams, who was still the best left tackle in the league, probably the best tackle in the league. I think he's the best tackle in the league. Left or right, doesn't matter to me. I think he's the best offensive lineman in the league, period. Going to be a for sure Hall of Famer whenever he decides to hang up the jersey. He wasn't there all mini camp, all training camp. He wasn't practicing. He just practiced last week after he got his contract, which is just a few days after what happened to Ricky Pearsall. And he is a true leader of this team because he didn't allow a pressure in that game after he didn't practice until the week of the game. Dominic Puny, who was a rookie out of Kansas that we drafted this year, right guard, made Colton McKivitz, who I have despised as our right tackle, actually looked like a really good right tackle that night. Jordan Mason had a great game. He had an absolutely great game, and I believe he deserved to be praised because of what he did in that game. So you got another game against Minnesota coming up on Sunday. It's a short week, and I'm almost sure that you're going to get some carries in that game. There's a rookie behind you that'll be helping out. I wouldn't be surprised if we sign another running back or bring up a running back from the practice squad to be there to help out. But you're going to get the workload, and I think you're going to have another good game, if not great. So Jordan Mason, welcome to the Dogs.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.